How is the tank force of Pakistan? And, is it strong enough in a potential war against India? Pakistan's close military relationship with China, and Pakistan's domestic tank production makes its inventory an interesting topic. Let us explore. Let us begin with the Hyder main battle tank. In 2020, Pakistan started receiving the VT-4, or also known as the MBT-3000, from China. And, in 2024, Pakistan started producing this tank under the name of Hyder. So far, around 200 tanks of this type is in service out of a total order of 679 units. In Pakistani service, this tank goes under the name of Hyder, and is the most potent tank in service today, with composite armor supplemented by advanced ERA, and a modern fire control system. The second most potent tank in Pakistani service is the al-Khalid tank, based on the Chinese tank VT-1A, or also known as the MBT-2000 or the Type 92M. The first version of the al-Khalid was under production from 2001 to 2014, while an improved version restarted production in 2020. So far, around 450 units of the first version and the improved version is in service, out of a total of 600 units planned. It is not as well protected as the Hyder, but is still considered quite modern. In 1997, Pakistan started receiving 320 T-80UD tanks from Ukraine, and these deliveries lasted until 1999 or 2002, depending on sources. These were originally made in the Soviet Union, but were inherited by Ukraine after the Soviet collapse in 1991. Sources disagree if all were of the T-80UD model, or if some were also of the T-80U model. In later years, a limited upgrade program have been ongoing, with improving the engine and minor additions to the armor, with the new designation T-80MLU. In 1992, Pakistan started receiving the Type 85-2M from China, and then started local production of that type shortly thereafter. A total of 268 tanks of this type were imported from China and locally produced. As in Hyder, al-Khalid and T-80UD that is already mentioned, this type also have the 125mm gun as the main armament, but does not have as good stabilization. It is also less protected, even though it have composite armor. The fire control system is capable, even though older. The most numerous tank in Pakistani service today is the al-zarrar tank. This tank is an upgrade using the Chinese Type 59 tank, with improved turret and a new gun. Deliveries from Pakistani factories started in 2004, and so far around 600 Type 59 have been converted to the al-zarrar. It have a new 125mm gun, and the turret armor protection is greatly enhanced compared to the original Type 59. Also, the hull have improved armor, extra ERA, and it have improved engine and fire control. During the years 1993 to 1999, Pakistan started receiving the Type 69 tank from China, and also assembled some of them domestically. Around 400 units of the Type 69 entered service, but these tanks are gradually being replaced in active service by the much more modern Hyder and al-Khalid tanks. The Type 69 is only a slightly improved version of the obsolete Type 59, where most, but not all, had the 105mm gun instead of the 100mm gun. Around 100 are still in service, while the rest are stored. From 1965 to 1988, Pakistan received almost 1,900 tanks of the T-54, T-55 and Type 59. Almost all were of the Type 59 from China. But today this type is considered very obsolete, and Pakistan does not have them in active service anymore. Around 600 of the Type 59 have so far been transformed into the modernized al-zarrar, and in 2020 there were plans to transform another batch of 600 to the al-zarrar type, but it is uncertain if that is going to happen. Around 600 Type 59 are in deep storage. During the years of 1961 to 1964, and then from 1982 to 1983, Pakistan received M48 Patton tanks from the United States. The last batch was of the improved M48A5. Today, not many are left, lost in wars against India, or cannibalized, or converted into specialized support vehicles, leaving a maximum of 150 M48 tanks in mothballed storage. They were in active service until 2002, and there have been no reports of scrapping, hence the assumption of some of them still being in storage. In 2024, the Maz ATGM carrier entered Pakistani service. This is based on the domestically produced Talha armored personnel carrier, which itself is based on the American M113 vehicle. The Maz ATGM carrier have a single Pakistani Bakhtar Shikan ATGM launcher on the roof, that is retractable when reloading. Production is limited, but ongoing. During the years 1984 to 1985, Pakistan received 24 M901 ITV ATGM carrier vehicles. These vehicles had a retractable launcher system for the BGM-71 TOW missiles to be fired in quick succession. It is unlikely that these vehicles are still in service, but they are likely in storage. Today, Pakistan have these in service: 600 al-zarrar, 450 al-khalid, 200 Hyder, 320 T-80, 260 Type 85, 100 Type 69, and 20 MAS ATGM vehicles. In total, that is almost 1950 units in service. But if we add these ones that is in storage, 300 Type 69, 600 Type 59, 150 M48 Patton, and 20 M901 ATGM vehicles, we come to a total of 3,020 vehicles. But a lot of the ones in storage are in poor condition and very obsolete. 480 Hyder and 150 al-khalid are on order, and that is the most important types. Please like and subscribe.